Hello everyone, Nathan here, and welcome you to the first episode of the Global Wealth Conversation, where we will take you closer to the leading voice in the global investment as well as immigration. And today we're kicking off the first episode with a very hot topic: why golden visas still dominate in the market. And we're very honored to have a special guest today, Mr. Jerry Morgan, the president of the Mercan Group, who's the lead developer in Portugal and Greece, responsible for a lot of iconic projects that help investors to acquire golden visa as well as citizenship. And so today we will have a conversation to discuss with our listener viewer here about why golden visa is still a very hot topic that everyone chasing in Europe. So, Mr. Jerry Morgan, happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's begin with the very big question. With all of your experience in the last more than 20 years in Europe, so why you think with everything changing, the global market shifting, and then the policy evolving, but global golden visa is still one of the hot programs that investors choose for their mobility?
Okay, well, thank you for having me here today. I think what's significant is and confusing is there's so many programs out there now, whether it's citizenship by investment or whether it's a golden visa. What we've tried to do is focus on the European programs, which seem to be the most popular. And the two we've kind of targeted are really Greece and Portugal, and both for different reasons. So we really think those are the way to go.
Okay, interesting. So Greece is kind of like interesting recently year, especially in the real estate market with the price booming and a lot of projects and also the tightening policy from the government. So what makes the Greece different from other market regarding the golden visa program?
Okay. Well, first, before I get on to Greece, I think I'd like to just talk about what's changed in the market in terms of growing the golden visa business. And I think, there's always been the activity of, from your traditional countries, looking for, mobility. I think what really changed is during COVID. COVID, people realized mobility was really important. And that's where you saw more people showing more interest for getting golden visas, getting passports, getting citizenship. And that's where you saw the growth in the program, which is growing exponentially. We chose Portugal because it was a pathway to citizenship. You start with resident, with your golden visa, and eventually you can transition to citizenship. And that's an excellent program. It's been wildly successful. Then we went into Greece because they had a program which was cheaper, more accessible, and really, for not everybody wants a passport.
Okay.
But Greece was an opportunity where you could get access to the Schengen region at a reasonable price. And if you did want a plan B later, you eventually could do something, but you need to move there. So we really focused on those two countries to begin with.
Interesting.
Now, in terms of Greece, coming back to your question, we focus on Greece because it was a simple program. Documentation was not too difficult. Processing times were very fast, and it was wildly successful. Probably one of the most successful programs out there. Now, success sometimes can ruin the party, as they say. And so what happened is too many people were buying apartments in Greece, and it just there became a housing issue.
Okay.
So Greece changed its program where it is now, where you have to renovate commercial or industrial buildings to qualify under the golden visa program, meaning you could still get the 250 price, but you have to create housing. So it was good for the economy and still good for investors.
Okay, interesting. So you keep talking about the mobility seem to be the main motivation for most of the global investor when they're chasing the golden visa program. So what kind of advantages that you can provide for the investor?
I think there's several things driving the program. One is being able to have mobility, like I said. Another is education for the kids. Your kids, diversity for the children to be able to. A lot of families want their kids to go abroad, and these programs are a channel for that. So I think that's very important. I think also diversification of funds. A lot of people are in countries where there are certain controls in place, and they feel that they would like a certain amount of their assets in stable countries where it's protected, where the currencies of fluctuations aren't as strong. So I think there's a strong push for education and future of the families, but there's also a financial or economic driver that in terms of moving diversification of assets and safety of assets.
That's a very important keyword about the safety of the asset because, of course, investment abroad is never easy, especially for people that they first time invest and then try to looking for long-term legacies of their asset to their next generation as well. So, what kind of insurance, what kind of program that can help the investor you can offer?
Well, that's really important. I think when not everybody knows where to put your money in a strange country. And just like myself, I wanted to invest in Vietnam, I wouldn't know where to go. So I think it's finding the right people. I think finding the right people in Vietnam that you feel you can trust, that you feel comfortable working with them. And these people have the right partner in the countries where you're looking at putting your money. I think from our point of view, what's an advantage, this year will be our 37th anniversary in business, which I think in itself is a strong point. That we've been around for a while and we know our business, we know our markets. But yeah, you can't be too careful in terms of who you choose and how you choose it.
Oh, interesting. So can you maybe give some advice for the investor about the criteria of the, let's say, developer partner that can help to manage their asset and investment?
Well, my first advice is don't be greedy.
Okay. That's a good one.
Rich people, rich, wealthy people, they're smart. They know how to make money in their home country. But going abroad and immigration, I think try and go for the safety. Nothing worse than losing your money. So, I think what we do is we structure projects and opportunities that are more on the secure side. We're not going to make you rich, but we're there to protect your funds.
Interesting. So let's go into more detail. We know that you have very successful project in Portugal as well as Greece. So what kind of assets or what kind of investment program are you offering?
Well, in Portugal, we've been there since 2015. At one point, 50% of all the investors going to Portugal were investing in our funds. So we have about 4,200 investors, and we've raised about 1.3 billion euros for different projects. So we ended up at the end of the day having over 30 internationally branded hotels in Portugal. 10 Marriotts, 9 Hiltons, 5 IHGs. 15 of these are open and the rest are under construction. So we've been very successful with the Portuguese program.
I see. So your focus will be in the hospitality sector.
In Portugal, we've always focused on the hospitality hospitality industry. Portugal had some changes to the program. Before, you could just invest directly into the project, and the government made the change to eliminate that option. And now you have funds. So we focus on putting together a fund. Our first hospitality fund was 140 million.
Oh wow!
And it's sold out already. And we're on our second fund now, and we're half sold out. So what we try and do is we put together hospitality units, hotels. In this particular fund, we have 3 hotels. 2 of them are already built, open, and operating, and one is will be under development. So we tried to take away a little bit of the mystery of the fund and to open it up so you see where your money's going.
Interesting. So, we're talking about the fund. Of course, there's to be like a lot of regulation, a lot of control from the government, everything. Of course, because the investment in the fund is always some risk, some high return from the client, especially for the first-time investor globally. So, what kind of, let's say, regulations, something like insurance that you can provide for investor when we should do it?
Well, I think what we try and do is the hotels in our fund will be, as I mentioned, 2 of them are open and operating. The hotels will be debt-free. And, we have a strong fund manager that's going to ensure that the investors' interests are well taken care of.
A lot of reports recently point out Greece is one of the hottest market now with all the rising economy, with all the very good capital gain in real estate, as well as like high rental yield. So what actually happened there?
Well, Greece economy has performed quite well the last couple of years, and it's still undervalued in comparison to other European capitals, and that's why we're very keen on the Greek market. We put together a strong project because, as I mentioned, the government changed the rule. You have to renovate or an industrial or commercial building, and we found probably a very attractive one in Piraeus.
Okay.
Piraeus is the port of Athens. So it's a huge building. It's about 30,000 square meters of construction space. So we're building 470 condos, and it's going to be probably the largest mixed-use project in the area.
Oh, okay.
So we're pretty excited about it. The building, so it's for 408 investors, and the prices are going to range between 260 to 280,000. Very market driven. The building will be tremendous in that it's 15 minutes from downtown Athens, 10 minutes, 15 minutes walking to the port area, and we'll have a full bar and restaurant service on the roof overlooking the sea, and then we'll have on the bottom floors we're going to have also some restaurants and some retail space for the people living in the building.
Oh, okay. So from your description, seems like this is a very exciting area. Like not very far from I-10, right? Like 15 minutes drive.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just like the coastal area, big most of Greece. Oh, interesting. So let's say my client who like looking for let's say a place to live for their parent, also like for their children or like education. Is Greece something that can help them to open and then more?
It is, but I really feel Greece is more of entry point to Europe, access to the Schengen region. This project kind of makes it easy because you buy a unit in this project, it's completely furnished. We manage it for you for 10 years. You get 3% a year. And we look after everything. If the bathroom breaks, if the kitchen breaks, if you need painting, anything that needs to be done. So we look after everything. At the end, you can choose to either have a guaranteed buyback or you can choose to keep it and take the capital gain on your own. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. You don't have to worry. And it's a good entry point. It's a good entry point for Schengen region for their family to travel freely throughout the region.
So you say that they just invest 250,000?
Yeah.
And then totally handful.
Approximately 250, but yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so you'll earn 3% a year in your money. You have no other costs other than your personal taxes.
Okay.
You and your family and your children under 25 and the main applicant parents all get Schengen visas. And you only have to renew it every 5 years. And as long as you keep your investment, it's renewable forever.
Okay, interesting. So regarding the, let's say, maybe they want to acquire passport, is it something other option?
Well, as I always say, if you were looking for a passport, Portugal is probably the better bet. But if you want to go the Greece route, if you spend 7 years there, more than 50% a year, that can lead to a passport as well. So if you have children that want to go there, it's a beautiful country. It's another possibility.
Okay. How many clients have you helped successfully go to now the golden visa route?
Greece?
Yeah, no, like the golden visa.
Golden visa, I think in Portugal, we probably have close to 4,500 customers now, families.
Okay.
Greece, we just entered the market a year and a half ago. So, it's something new to us. We have a project, the first project was in Corfu. And now we have this large mixed-use project, and I think it's being well received. And so far, people, we've been selling it quite steadily, and people like it.
Interesting.
They see value in it. And then that's the important thing is when you invest and you get value. People can see that it's a good value investment.
Okay. So there's a lot of clients have you been helping over the years, dealing with only people who are very high net worth individual, institutional partner. What is the main advice for them to prepare? Because it's going to be a long way to go, maybe 5 years, 7 years. So what do they have to prepare financially, socially?
I think look for solid company. This industry, people don't last very long. So I think with Mercan team, we've been in Portugal Vietnam for 12 years now. Mercan as a group has been around for 37 years. I'm very comfortable with our local team here. That we're committed to being there the whole term of your journey. And I think that's the important thing is you want some people that are going to be around to service you, to look after your interests, good or bad, and be available. And I think you can do that.
I think that's the very good advice because sometimes language barrier and all the understanding of the legal regulation will be for the client. So you have a team here with maybe years of experience. It could be very helpful for clients.
Oh, it's extremely helpful in dealing with the embassies and dealing with the lawyers overseas and dealing with it's just the you don't need to speak English or Portuguese or Greek. You just needed people that are able to coordinate and work together, and I think that's what we bring to the table. It's a solid team of professionals.
Oh, interesting. So basically, just the advisor next door who speak the same language. You can be very
Exactly
the same. Okay. So you have the investment in the real estate option as well as the fund investment. So regarding let's say some client would like to diversify their assets as well as maybe manage the risk as well. So what is the advice for you to maybe balancing between the couple brands?
Well, people, we do have resources in every country. If people come to us and say, we have some extra money, we'd like to invest it. This is what we're interested in. We try and understand what they're looking for. If we don't have resources in our firm, we'll try and introduce them to the people that can help them with their needs. Especially some of these countries, people are looking for education for their kids. They're looking for housing. They're looking for local tax people. So we have all these resources. We have complete settlement services. We have the full gauntlet. So but if you're traveling, going to a strange country, we're always there to help.
Okay. So the last question for this episode regarding this we are in the January of 2026. So what is your advice when should we start regarding the whole process of considering the mobility and golden visa and everything? Should we wait after the tech new year or maybe some decision that are easier for the education?
I think the sooner you begin, the better. It's not because not to push you by direction. I just think if you want to do it, I would not wait too long because unfortunately programs are changing constantly. You had programs canceled like last year. Several programs are canceled. Rules change, becomes more difficult. It's not getting easier. That's for sure. So I think if you made a decision to take this path, work with the right consulting firm locally, ensure that they are working with the right people and offer products that you feel comfortable with.
Interesting. Maybe I can add another question. Because you are talking about ever-changing market for regarding the immigration, especially in Europe. But obviously, you have been in the market, in the industry for 35 years. So obviously have some secret regarding how to keep everything going with all the changing on the government or all new policy, even the economics and everything. How you gonna be
I
maintaining
think
that?
we've always looked at diversification, constantly reinventing yourself, looking at new opportunities for your clients. We originally we were just doing Canada, and then Canada closed. So I think there's always new programs coming up. So you have to be aware of what's out there, what direction the programs are going, because you may be buying something that's on its way out. And there's programs that are upward, people are attracted to them. There's programs that are going down. You might want to avoid them.
I see. I see. Okay. Okay, so I think that will bring us to the end of today's episode. Thank you, Mr. Cherry, for very insightful sharing. In short, golden visas is now still a very dominating way of people who want more mobility, more diversification regarding the asset protection and also long-term security. So I think this could be very interesting in the next year. This year, maybe might be 5 year coming as well. Thank you for tuning in. And if you love what we share today, please tune in and subscribe, and we will bring you more insight regarding global investment as well as immigration. Thank you.
Thank you.